I apologize in advance if this mic uh, sounds like I'm breathing on it. I need to buy another one. But anyways, my video today is about my confession, and my confession has to do with Spanish. Now, whenever I was younger, about around 2003, my friend at the time, I went to his house, and they when they saw me, they spoke Spanish to me, and I was like, "What? What are you doing?" And keep in mind, these friends of mine, they are African, just like me, and they thought I was Mexican, I guess, and they were speaking Spanish to me. I had no idea, but it sounded really nice, and sounded like something I want to learn. And so that was in 2003. Then in 2008, when I was in junior high, I got the chance to take Spanish 1. So I was really excited about that. I made a CD to practice my pronunciation to make sure I was sounding out the words right. And I loved it. And I still do. And shortly after that, getting into the class, I joined a chat room online so I could practice my Spanish. And it went really well. I actually got some girl's number, and she was from uh, Boston, yeah, Boston, and she was Puerto Rican, and she was fascinated that I was learning Spanish, and of course I needed someone to practice Spanish with, so I did. I practiced with her, and so that went pretty well, and it went only for about a year, and then I went to Spanish 2. And unfortunately, I didn't practice with her anymore because we didn't talk anymore. Um, I started getting into more grammar, learning the structure of sentences, not really having an idea how to say sentences, but I was learning how to put them together, if that makes any sense. Uh, so I was going through that Spanish 2, Spanish 3 the next year, the same thing. Still couldn't hold a conversation, but I knew how to put a sentence together. And so by that time, after I got into Spanish 4, I was tired of it. I was like, man, I want to learn this language so bad. But all they're teaching me is grammar. And so I pretty much hated grammar. And by Spanish 4, we got out of grammar and we started studying the culture. So I got into Spanish to learn Spanish. And it didn't end up that way. So unfortunately, that adventure ended, and that was around 2011. Well, just this past year in 2012, I came across a video of a guy speaking 12 languages. Um, and that inspired me, and then it took me back to my Spanish adventure. And I decided, and I was like, man, if he can speak 12 languages, like, I can at least speak one more, like, really. And so I followed him and watching all his videos to stay motivated. And sure enough, here I am studying Spanish, connecting with people in other countries, practicing Spanish. It's awesome. And I actually love grammar now because I use the Spanish. So it's like I'm using it, and the grammar is actually improving my sentence structure, and it's really good. But my friends from Spain, shout out to Spain, and my friend from Mexico was telling me that I needed to practice on the genders and the conjugations. So I'll be making videos of all my mistakes uh, that I've done and that they've told me about, and just getting some practice with it to get used to it. And so, shout out to Lao Shu. I'm following you, and be looking forward to more videos. But the rest of my videos will be in Spanish. So, yeah. Aquí vamos.